Hey everyone, Isabelle here. So I have a few things to share with you today. In summary, a few gemstone therapy basics for help with chronic fatigue. A few words about Sugilite-Fluorite and Blue Sapphire, and what to wear when you're feeling vulnerable and you don't want to feel vulnerable. As I've mentioned before, I have been struggling with a flare-up of chronic fatigue, and I mention it now only to clarify any misconceptions that might be out there that working with diamond and gemstone therapy guarantees optimal health, because it doesn't. But diamond and gemstone therapy really helps when you need support and you just can't get it anywhere else. So my head has not been clear enough to apply diamond therapy on myself, although I have been able to continue giving most of the sessions that I have scheduled for others. So that's been good. One of my symptoms has been difficulty sleeping. So I decided I was going to go back to the basics of gemstone therapy, and I started laying the foundation 5 necklaces across my body. There's 5 of them. I started that 2 nights ago, and I have to admit that I had the best and the longest sleep I've had in weeks. So that was a really sweet relief. And unfortunately, it took the symptoms to become really bad for me to remind myself, my gosh, go back to the basics. Well, I teach how to use the Foundation 5 Gemstones in a level 1 course called Gem 112, Balancing the 5 Elements of Chinese Medicine with Gemstone Therapy. So you can go to our site and check that out if you're interested. Another basic of gemstone therapy is to be very specific for your intention when you're selecting healing gemstones to wear in the morning. So lately I'd gotten, well, maybe you can say less intentional just by picking the ones that I was attracted to or that I just liked or that felt attracted to me. But it's a gemstone therapy principle to be specific. And indeed, when I specifically asked, well, which healing gemstones could help me heal from the chronic fatigue, I got a different set of necklaces entirely. So first, what came in was, here it is, the indigo and white beryl. And indigo is my main colorway. So a basic principle of colorway healing is to wear your main colorway gemstone, which helps your body to call in and receive all 7 colorways. And that's great for helping your body heal. Then I tested positive for ruby and white beryl, which made sense because red, here it is the colorway that vitalizes the muscles. And I've been having some profound muscle pain. And ruby and white beryl is also the gemstone to wear when you want to move forward in a big way. It can feel like rockets on roller skates when you wear enough of it, and this necklace for me is a substantial amount. And it also makes sense considering the fatigue that this was the necklace that was chosen. So actually, when I first put on the ruby and white beryl, I felt this rush of energy. And I thought, oh, wow, that's very encouraging for my recovery. So, yeah, it's interesting. You put on the right gemstone, and it's really interesting how you can you feel the effects, or sometimes you do. And it was pretty noteworthy when I put this one on. So finally, my intention tested positive for this Sugilite-Fluorite with Blue Sapphire. I think my body was responding particularly well to the Sugilite in the formula, which helps clear unwanted energy even from the farthest reaches of your aura, especially the outermost layers where the intuition and the higher thinking take place. So perfect for a foggy brain. In addition, the Sugilite and Fluorite and Blue Sapphire focuses on the nerves and their myelin sheaths, which is ideal for people who suffer chronic pain and have some unresolved trauma and are hypersensitive in their nervous system. And that describes me very clearly at the moment. And all I did was make a specific intention to find out which gemstone necklaces would support the healing of my current symptoms. And the key is to be specific. So I feel particularly well supported today. Just noticing my enthusiasm has come back just because I love speaking about this. And I hope you enjoy listening, but I'm having fun. Speaking of the Sugilite-Fluorite and Blue Sapphire, it is a necklace we have a hard time keeping in stock due to its popularity. We are currently out of stock. Maybe that is because Sugilite by itself has been virtually absent from the market for the past few years. I hear the mine has been bought out, so it will be interesting to find out if it ever does come back. However, we do have another 3 necklaces in the works. They should be available Thursday and be ready to put back on our website then. So we'll send out an email to let you know they're available, and first come, first serve. We're also gearing up to leave for the Tucson Gem Show next week. So if you have any special requests, gems you'd like us to look for, special qualities, please let us know, and I'd be happy to keep an eye out for you for them. Well, each year for the past 2 years, I have picked up a green nephrite jade adze pendant. And let me show them to you. This was the first one that I got, and this is the second one. And I really like wearing it. Actually, I like the bigger one better, but I started out with this one because it covers a lot of important anatomy in the center of your body. So, yeah, here, I'll just put it on for you. Well, it's adjustable, so I like to wear it right up here in the center of my upper chest. There's a lot of important anatomy there. It covers your thymus, my aorta, which I think is a super important, it may be part of the body that's often taken for granted, and also maybe part of my heart. And with that protection here, it makes me feel so well protected. So, so well protected. And I think about the adze. It was a shape specifically carved by the ancient Maori of New Zealand. The adze for strength, to give people strength, and to bring forward one's own personal power, which to me means my personal unique beingness, my heart-centered presence to my maximum capacity. Last time I wore this, I had to do some public speaking where I was feeling particularly vulnerable because of the chronic fatigue, and yet I got through it, and I was wearing this, and I felt this sense of protection between myself and the audience, and that allowed me to keep my energies well collected, so I was able to do my very best. So if you're interested in an adze, just let us know. I would be happy to shop for you. Okay, well, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed my weekly message, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.